Hi, I'm Valerie Bodell. Welcome to Creating Comics. This is a 5-week, 1-credit course, and as promised, there are no books to buy, and you don't have to know how to draw. The course information, including the syllabus, is in D2L, but there's a few things I want to tell you in particular. The best way to contact me is by email. I usually respond to email within 24 hours, but I don't check my email as often on the weekends. So please don't wait until Sunday night to read your assignment and realize that you don't know what you're supposed to do. Read your assignments early in the week. Contact me with any questions while I have time to help you. You can also call me. My number is 423-439, and yep, 7182. I had to look it up. I know that's crazy. 423-439-7182. And if you would like to meet face-to-face, that'd be fine. Shoot me an email, give me a call. We'll arrange a time to meet. To pass this class, this is important. To pass this class, you must complete one assignment from each week's choices due on the date listed in the syllabus and in the D2L. So you can turn them in late and you'll get partial credit, and partial credit is better than no credit. But even if you turn it in really late, you still have to turn it in. To be eligible to pass the class, you have to turn one assignment in from each week. Now, you can turn in as many assignments from each week as you want, and your grade is based on 100 points, period. So if you get 90 to 100, you've got an A. So add up your points anytime you want, do as many assignments as you want, get the grade you want. If you have any questions, just contact me. We'll add them up, make sure we agree. It's easy. I know it sounds easier than it is. All right, discussions. If you participate in a discussion, to get full credit for discussions, you have to respond and participate, take part in the discussion, not just reiterate what other people have written. So you might consider composing your post, getting it down in your own words before you read what other people have written. And I'll be looking for a paragraph or two that presents your point of view and, when appropriate, backs it up from the literature. A lot of them are just opinions. You don't have to back it up. But if you are referring to the literature, use examples. Let us know what you're talking about. All right. And replies, I agree, will not be enough. You will have to take the conversation a bit further, or if there's nothing you want to carry further, bring up something new. Discussions, I grade in parts. So when you post, you'll see a grade for your post. And then when you reply, you'll see that that grade has gone up because I've added in your replies. So you can tell how far you've gotten or how many points you need. You don't actually have to post and reply. I find replying harder than posting, but that's up to you if you need the points or want them or want to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. This is a pretty open class. It's based on the points. All right. So there is an open discussion board. Post anything you want there, class related or not. You don't get any points for it, and I do read them, but it's for anything we want to discuss that isn't necessarily touched on in class or something that's bugging you, anything. All right, written assignments. I don't actually remember how many written assignments I've put into this class, but I have used Turnitin, and that is a plagiarism detection application. And I've turned it on for all of the written assignments, and you can use it. So you turn in your assignment, submit it to the Dropbox as usual, and then a little rectangle will appear in it. It probably takes a while, like 15 minutes, and it has a colored square that indicates how much of your paper Turnitin believes came from a different source that is not original, in other words. So if you've got 25 or whatever, don't panic. And if you want to see the report, click on this little rectangle on the colored bar, and you'll see the same report I do. And it just tells you where it believes your words came from. And again, don't panic. If you turn in something and it shows that 70% of your paper's from somewhere else, you can start panicking. I generally look at them if they're like 30, 40, definitely if they're 50 and above. So do look at it, and I will email you and let you know if I think we have a problem. And be very careful. Plagiarism is a huge deal. So don't look at it lightly. And if you're worried about it, there's a lot of stuff out there about what plagiarism is and how to avoid it. I also want to let you know and to remind you again, you don't have to know how to draw, but your final project is a comic. It's worth 40 points. It's a 1 or more page comic with at least 2 panels. So because you don't have to know how to draw, I've included in the class a stick figure video. Feel free to watch it and laugh freely. It's pretty funny. I had never drawn on a computer before, and I didn't redo this video because I thought it actually served its purpose, which is stick figures are fine. I don't necessarily need to see everything straight. In fact, theoretically, you should not be using rulers or whatever. And there's lots of apps out there that help you create comics. Those are fine. This is your comic. Develop it as you see fit. All right? And I look forward to working with you all.